Hey guys, what is up? Today I'm going to show you how we turned this regular pantry into a pull-out drawer pantry. And we made some drawers, stuck them in there, so stick around. Alright, so we started by measuring the inside of our pantry and getting our measurements. Then we went outside. We had one sheet of sanded pine 1/2-inch plywood, which we cut the bases of our drawers out from. Alright guys, so we've got all our squares cut down to width, which we need them to be 29 inches. We've got them all 29. Now we're going to cut the depth, and for that we're just going to run them through the table saw, and we need them to be 22.5 inches. Alright guys, alright, we've got our pieces cut down to the square size that we need, and now we're just going to cut the outer parts. Alright, so for the front and the sides of the drawers, I just used 4-inch furring strips. So these are like just regular whitewood. They were like $3 at Lowe's. I just wanted something that I wasn't going to spend a bunch of money on. And they should be, the two fronts should be 29 inches and the two sides should be 22.5. I just did each one by one to make sure that I got a really good fit. I measured it, made sure that it aligned with the square that I had for the base, and then just put it kind of together one by one to make sure that all the pieces were going to fit well together. Alright guys, we got it. I'm going to clear this table over here. So I'm going to clear this table off. It's kind of chilly out here. And we'll build it over here. Cutting. Since these are furring strips, they're not perfect. They're not pretty in all areas. So like this bottom, this will be the bottom because this top is pretty. It's rounded over already. It's going to look nice. So as I was cutting, I was kind of picking which side was going to be the top. Yeah, so once I had my pieces cut out, I laid them out, and then I grabbed a couple clamps just to kind of keep it together, make sure it was going to look nice, and the unions, the 45-degree angles were going to look nice. Not a great carpenter, so that's why. But then I went ahead and just made pocket holes on both of the side pieces. I made 4 pocket holes on each one, and then I made 12 pocket holes on the base part to grab onto the little face frame or sides and edges, whatever you want to call it. I did make the pocket holes on the outside of the drawer, not the inside, just because of the direction of the screw. Then I added wood glue before clamping it together to hold it tight. And then I used the Porter cable finish nailer, and I added a couple finish nails to help me hold it together before I screwed in the Craig screws, the pocket screws. And so it was 4 on each side. And yeah, I think they'll hold together with screws, a couple finish nails, and wood glue. Right, next I flipped it over and added all the pocket screws at the bottom. Originally I had wanted to make a little cutout on the drawers to pull them out, but then I did it and I didn't like how it looked, so you can see. Alright, got our first one done. Now let's go put it and see if it's gonna fit. Alright guys, so we've got our test first drawer that we made in here. It's gonna fit perfect. We have an inch here of space and enough clearance to get through here, and then the slides we're gonna put on the bottom, so it's gonna sit about that much off. So yeah, I mean, we're losing a little bit of space this way and then a little bit of clearance on the top, but the way that we're using it right now, everything just gets stuffed in the back and we can't reach it and so I'd rather have the drawers that pull out and we can access everything all the way to the back. We're not going to put one up here. We decided it's too high. There's no point. You can't get in there, so that'll stay the same. Maybe for like canned foods or something. And then we're going to put one on all these bottom ones. All right, so then I just built the rest of the drawers. I'll spare you all that video, but pretty much did it the same way. We ended up building a total of 5, but I only ended up using 4. We've got all our drawers here. Yesterday we put them all together and we are going to sand them. Most likely we're going to just leave them a natural wood. Alright guys, sorry for the loud background noise. I got the heater in here and it's really loud. But we got all these sanded. They're good to go, and we're just going to stain them with a natural stain. Alright, we're just going to hand wipe that on there, and then the clear coat is what I'm going to spray with the little sprayer. I got a new sprayer I'm going to try out. I got the Avanti AV200. But we'll let this dry and we'll probably spray the clear coat tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get these stained. Alright, so we just hand wiped these. We used Varathane Classic. The color was natural, and quick coat on all of them. I think we did 2 coats actually. And then after that we went ahead and cleaned everything out of the pantry to get everything installed. And shout out to Built Bar. Check them out guys, built.com. You can use code BB20 for 10% off. And I also took out the shelving inside the pantry because it's all adjustable. I wanted to kind of change the height on some of the different ones. So we went ahead and took them all out and just moved things around. Alright guys, here's my hinges. This is an experiment because these are side mount hinges, but we're going to mount them underneath. They look basically the same to me as the undermount ones and cost less. But this is the most expensive part of the whole project, is the hinges, or the hinges, why am I saying hinges? The drawer slides. So these are like 25 bucks a piece at the hardware store at Home Depot. You can definitely get these cheaper on Amazon. I looked at a few options, I just didn't want to wait, so I just picked them up locally. Yeah, this is the most expensive part, and we're experimenting. We're going to put them underneath. They hold up to 50 pounds each, so we should be good. And then they're not on the side, they're on the bottom, so it should be even stronger. So let's go ahead and get a pair in there. Alright, so I started by measuring and just marking where I wanted my drawer slides to be anchored at, and then I just used the square to make a straight line. These are 24 inch, these are full extension, and they're also the soft close kind. Again, these are like $25, so you probably find them anywhere between $25 and $30, $35, depending on what kind you get. And so I just installed them where I wanted them, and I did that for all of them pretty much the same way. And then we just brought the first drawer in just to kind of fit it, make sure that it was going to work the way that we wanted it to work. Make any adjustments that we needed to make. Alright guys, we hit a snag. Alright, so we got our arms, our drawer slides in there, and it's going to work with the door. The only thing I didn't account for, these are removable shelves in the pantry. So once we get this stretched out and the weight is on this, it starts to tilt. So I'm going to have to put some bracing. I'm just going to get some like little strips and screw them around the edges to keep that from going up once the weight goes up, and we're just going to screw them right into the side of the cabinet. So that should work out, and then we can paint them. Alright, and so for this I just used little scrap trim pieces that I had in the garage. I cut them down to length, put some wood glue, a couple of finish nails, and then I'm also going to add some pocket screws. So I pre-drilled some holes for them. The drawer slides were kind of in the way, so we used this attachment to get them in there. Our attachment on. This is the DeWalt right angle attachment. It comes with another extension piece if you need it to put more leverage on it, and a little handle. I don't need it here, so I don't have it on there, but I'll put a link down below to this so you guys can check it out. So we're gonna that's it. See? And that's it. I was able to get in this angle that I needed to get in. All right. So that's it. So check it out, guys. Link down below. Under $30 for sure. This one is. They have more expensive ones. Alright, so we went ahead and added bracing to all the shelves that were going to have a drawer on them, and then didn't get it on camera, but I went ahead and painted them the same color as the cabinets. And then we started adding the drawer slide parts that went on the drawers. Again, we just measured and marked and screwed them to the bottoms. So this did take a little bit of back and forth kind of adjusting to make sure that they were able to slide smoothly and stuff. So I would bring them, put them in. If they felt like they were a little tight or it was a little hard to get them in, I took them off and kind of adjusted them. So that's probably what took the longest amount of time when installing them, was just getting the adjustment. All right, guys, we got our first one in. The slide feels a little rough. I'm not sure if that's because they've been sitting out in the garage and it's like 30 degrees, so it might just be that the grease isn't, it's kind of clogged up. But other than that, the little side things work great. Got to clean up in there a little bit, but it pulls all the way out. We can see what's in our pantry now and slide it back in. So hopefully the slides get better with time. I'll see if there's some way we can make them slide better. But yeah, looks good. Now, of course, this won't be holding heavy stuff like cans or anything like that. This is mainly for like cereal boxes and snacks and stuff for the kids, so should be good. Let's go ahead. We got the first one done. We're gonna go ahead and fit the other ones, and then we'll take them off again just to do a clear coat on them, but it's gonna work out. Alright, yeah, so after getting them all fitted and working and running smoothly and everything, we pulled them out, took them to the garage, and we did clear coats on them. I ended up doing 3 clear coats. I used a quart of this water-based poly. I think it's Varathane as well. And we sprayed it with the Avanti AV200. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll put the link down below. But yeah, this is how they turned out. We've got all our snacks in there, snacks at the bottom, and cereal where the kids can reach it and get to it, and we can get to everything that's in the back. We really like it. We're enjoying it so far. The kids can just pull anything out. We can see everything that's all the way in the back. We just pull the drawer out. So it's been working out great. We'll see how it holds up over time, but I think it'll do good. It feels sturdy, and so far haven't had any issues. It's been installed about a month now that I'm editing and getting the video out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'm just always amazed at how many people are subscribing and watching, so I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, we'll see you guys. If you have any ideas, if you've done something similar, let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you think.